What's up, everyone? Autismo Dynamite back for another video. How are you guys doing? Now, I do just want to apologize that this video, this is probably the first time I've not been able to maintain uploading a video within a week of the previous one. It was mainly on purpose because I felt like this video was more suited for the day I'm releasing it. In that case, I might as well just say it now. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh, that's not Irish. Happy St. Patrick's Day, lads and lasses. Is that? I don't know if that's Irish or. I'm sorry. Look, happy St. Patrick's Day. All right. Praying for 4-leaf clovers everywhere or whatever. And with that, I think you might be know what I'm wanting to talk about. I'm wanting to talk about the fight between Jazza Dickens and Anthony Cacace that happened a few days ago, which I live streamed. It's on my channel if you guys want to watch some of the highlights. But anyway, I wanted to quickly talk about just what did I think of the fight. I thought it was really good. I thought the commentary team was shit. I mean, I just thought throughout the whole fight, we were just glazing Cacace, which, I mean, I guess he is the hometown fighter, but I honestly felt like Dickens was doing a lot better than they gave him credit for. I felt like either man could have won that fight. But regardless of that, I was pretty much commentating the whole fight throughout, so their commentary didn't really affect me. It was completely unbiased on my part. And obviously my dad was commentating as well, so I mean, got both our opinions. But anyway, I wanted to quickly talk about my opinions on Anthony Cacace going forward, because obviously at 37 years old, he certainly is going to be leaving the sport soon. Especially considering that the lighter weight classes like super featherweight do require more youth and athleticism than like the heavier weight classes. This is a weight division where time is certainly of the essence for Cacace. So I wanted to quickly give you my thoughts on what I think is next for him, because right now I feel like what's best for Cacace is finance. Like, don't get me wrong, I think he's pretty much got all the finances he needs for his future. I mean, he's fought on 2 Riyadh season cards. He fought on the undercard of Usyk Fury 1. He fought on the undercard of AJ Dubois. He's had 2 main event fights in a row against Lee Wood and now Jazza Dickens. I think the man, I think financially is suited for the future. But obviously he wants to further cement his legacy in Irish boxing law. So where do I see him going from now? Because he has talked about wanting to unify his newly gained WBA belt with one of the other champions, which as of right now that is Emmanuel Navarrete and O'Shaka Foster. Obviously Navarrete is the unified WBO and IBF champion. Foster is the WBC champion. Between the two of them, who do I think he should choose and who do I think he will choose? Personally, I think between the two of them, I think the better option would be Navarrete. Simply just because I feel like Navarrete has a more fan-friendly style, which I think will bring in more eyes and have more draw power and more of a bigger purse than Foster. I feel like Foster is more of a high risk, low reward fight where the risk is high, the reward's low. So I feel like even if he does lose the Navarrete fight, I feel like financially it's a much smarter decision. And plus, I feel like if he does beat Navarrete, then I think he could he possibly has a chance against Foster, but right now I feel like style-wise, I'd probably bet Cacace more likely beats Navarrete than he does Foster. However, while I do think he should fight Navarrete instead, I feel like he's probably going to fight Foster, simply just because I have heard that Navarrete is being forced to rematch. I can't remember the Filipino fighter who he's had a no contest against due to a clash of heads. Apparently they're going to be having a rematch, so I feel like if he is going to plan on unifying, he'll probably most likely fight Foster. If not, I have heard that he's planning on maybe fighting Jono Carroll, who was on the undercard of his fight against Dickens, where he became the IBO super featherweight champion. I think that would actually be a really good all-Irish fight, but although he's also talking about maybe Ryan Turner, who was also Ryan Garner, who was also on the undercard. Personally, I feel like I'd probably say the Jono fight is probably more worth it. But yeah, I think personally for me, I think the one fight that is most financially lucrative, in my opinion, is the Navarrete fight. You got Irish, but also to an extent UK fans here. You got like North American fans over there in Mexico. Navarrete's coming off one of, if not his best wins against Nunes. I'm going to say one of his best wins. There's probably a better one. The point is, I feel like, and style-wise, I feel like it could be a really good fight. Like, both men are, like, come-forward fighters. Both men, I mean, not all the time, but, like, when they choose to turn on the gas, they properly deliver some good entertainment. So, yeah, I feel like this is probably more of, so it's probably isn't going to be that long of a video. I just wanted to talk about what I think is next for what I want to see Cacace do in the future. Actually, one thing I haven't mentioned, which I would actually be interested in, despite how one-sided their fight was, I would actually be really curious in seeing a rematch between him and Lee Wood. I understand their last fight was pretty one-sided, but after the performance he put on against Josh Warrington, I honestly feel like if they just work on the mistakes that they made in the first fight, especially considering he's got like a great trainer in Ben Davison who knows how to study fights properly, I could very much well see a much more competitive fight the second time round between the two of them. So yeah, I think I actually feel like that's probably, if he can't get a Navarrete fight, I'd say go for Lee Wood. That's my decision. Besides, I do think it would be nice to see if Lee Wood could potentially become a claim a second world title in a different division. I think that would actually be nice. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all the Irish folk, and hopefully get some Irish people in the comments. Let me also know, who do you think is how would you rank Cacace in as far as Irish fighters go in terms of boxing? Just boxing though. Do not include Conor McGregor. I know he fought Floyd Mayweather, but that does not count. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Even though barely anyone comments, it's basically just a deserted wasteland down there. Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day.